My dog keeps waking me up in the early morning hours, so let's see if I can get through this. Hello, my name is Dana. I'm a health coach, a certified personal trainer, and a licensed cosmetologist. I'm a fan of natural remedies and less toxic cosmetics. I love to educate myself about products and share my findings with you. I will be linking my sources in the description as always. So with that said, let's dive in. I don't have a featured product today, but I do have a featured ingredient, which is Polyquaternium 7 and Polyquaternium 10. This ingredient goes also by Quaternium 41 and a ton more of other names that I'm not even going to try to list. You can go ahead and check out the EWG website link that I posted in the description for more names that you can take a look at and see if your products contain any of those names. Polyquaternium, or I'll be calling them polyquats, are also known as a quaternary ammonium compound, which really concerned me because, well, I'll give you more about that a little later. So polyquaternium 7 is known as quaternium 41, and polyquaternium 10 is known as quaternium 19. Again, they're also known as quats. The purpose of polyquaternium 7 is that it provides slip to hair products, creates a film to keep moisture in on skin, and an anti-static barrier for hair. Polyquat 10 also increases hair's body and shine. So it does have a purpose in cosmetics, as all ingredients do. The EWG, or Environmental Working Group, rates this product as in between the scores of 1 and 5, 1 being not that harmful and 5 being not that great. But it's not a 10, so that could be worse. They're like in the yellow range. So depending on the usage, it's a 1 through 5. It's low or good in the subjects of cancer, allergies, and immunotoxicity, development, and ingredient toxicity. In use restrictions, though, it rates in the red, which is high. Polyquat 7 is a quaternized copolymer of acrylamide and, I'm going to try, okay, dialylmethylammonium chloride. I butchered that badly, but you'll see why if you were to see it spelled out. Polyquat 10 is a polymeric quaternium ammonium salt of hydroxyethyl cellulose. I'm not a chemist. I'm not pretending to be. So I did get this from the Cosmetics Special Chem website. Again, it's linked in the description. But from what I'm gathering is that they both come from ammonium. So that's what they have in common. In cosmetics, the ingredient is used in shampoos, conditioners, soaps, baby shampoos, body lotions, just to name a few. There are a lot more products that contain polyquats, either 7 or 10. I'm just going to call them polyquats. Again, 7 and 10 interchangeably, unless I have to specify. Again, you could check the EWG website for a list of other products that do contain the polyquats. Polyquat 7 is used in products for their anti-static, moisturizing, film forming, and conditioning properties. Anti-static, again, refers to hair. Polyquat 10 does pretty much the same as 7 and is also considered a humectant. From my understanding of what a humectant is or does is that it allows the moisture from the air to be on the skin. So it's not like a moisturizing, it's more of like keeping the moisture from coming out. Polyquat 7 does contain a very small amount of acrylamide. Acrylamides are solids that are used in the manufacturing of cosmetics. It's also used in the treatment of wastewater and as in dyes. Now keep in mind, these aren't the acrylamides that come from cooking, like when you burn your food or like over brown it, like if you, it's mainly for like carbs. So I'm not talking about those kind of acrylamides. These are the ones that are used, that are as a result of non-edible products. But yeah, acrylamides they do the same. I think I'll probably cover acrylamides in food for a different video, but for now I'm not talking about the ones in food or that results from food. So acrylamides have been shown to be a neurotoxin to humans in large amounts. The good news is in cosmetics, the amount of polyquats used is far less than what is the recommended amount to be used. So in other words, it's considered safe to be used in cosmetics as long as it stays under 5%. It has been shown to be a mutagenic or to be a dermal irritant. Polyquat 10 seems to be a bit higher of a chance for both skin and eye irritant, but then again, it all depends on how much or what percentage is used in the formulation. The Cosmetic Ingredient Review Expert Panel agreed that it is a safe ingredient, both Polyquat 7 and Polyquat 10. It has also been approved in cosmetic formulations in Europe. Now, you'll notice in my videos I mention Europe a lot because it seems like Europe has a bit more stringent rules than here in the United States. So a lot of people say, well, if it's banned in Europe, then why do we still have it here? Again, that's for a completely different video that I'm not going to go into right now, or at least a lot of it will be opinionated. So I'm probably going to very opinionated with very few facts. At least in there, yeah, this is my opinion about using the ingredients, but I do have a lot of research behind this. So the other one would be full opinion, and this is research with my opinion, which is why I say check the links in the description, read the research for yourself, and make an informed decision. I'm not diagnosing, treating, or curing any diseases. Do I need to put that as a disclaimer? I mean, there's my disclaimer. That's for every video. Anyway, there are other polyquaternium numbers, as well as quaternium numbers that are of concern, one of them being quaternium 15. It has been shown to be a known allergen, skin allergen, and can trigger asthma attacks. Those who are constantly around quats, such as cosmetologists and even like janitors, because it's in cleaning products, certain cleaning products. Anyone who's exposed to more quats than other people might want to take extra precautions when using or being in contact with this ingredient. Quaternium 15 is what I'm talking about. So for cosmetologists, they're not only using hair products that probably contain quats, but they're also using that blue stuff in the jar, like the barbicide jar. You might see on hairstylists, especially barbers' stations, those tall jars that say barbicide on it, and you'll see like the implements inside of it. The blue stuff, that is quaternium 15. If you're a hairstylist, barber, you may want to take extra precaution around quats or barbicide or anything like that. I'm not throwing barbicide under the bus, but that's just what you tend to use in the professional setting. Alternative ingredients. So according to the Anne Marie Gianni website, Anne Marie Gianni is a cosmetics company and they are all about natural. They are not a sponsor of the video and I am not suggesting them in any way. I'm just very familiar with them. On their website, they do list alternatives that can be used in place in quats. They do have a blog. And they mention tea tree oil, propolis, and vitamin E. Just to name a few, there are more listed. So again, check the description box for links to their website to check out. $1 million question. Should I use it? Okay, class, what do I always say when we get to this part? That's completely up to you. I know that certain governing bodies are cool with them, but in all honesty, I try my best to avoid quats. I think it stems from my cosmetology school days where my teacher would remind us constantly not to directly grab the implements from the sanitizing station where we had the quat solution in. She would also make sure that when we were prepping the quat solution in the morning before the school started, the school day started, we'd have to make sure everything was clean and somebody would have to prep the quat solution. She would always make sure that we diluted it to where it's a very light blue. She would tell us that if we didn't, it would basically cook our implements. And a lot of us would put our combs in there and sometimes you'd forget. So people would forget their combs in there, take them out, rinse them off, dry them, and you would notice that they were a lot more brittle than normal and break easy. The teeth would just fall right out. To this day, I still have it in my head that my teacher was like, make sure you are careful taking them out. They had tongs. She was like, use the tongs to take out your implements. Don't use your hands. Make sure you rinse them really well and pat dry. So that always stuck in my head. So now whenever I sanitize my implements, I make sure that I don't directly touch them. I'm wearing gloves. Do I lose sleep over it? No. I lose sleep over my dog waking me up for attention or to go to the bathroom. 3 in the morning. Every night. And then she doesn't even go to the restroom. She sniffs the air and barks. Sometimes. Or just lays down. I'm like, lay down in the house. Anyway, that was me going off my own little tangent. Sorry. I'm tired. Can you tell? If you notice my videos, I'm sighing a lot. It's because I'm tired. Make sure you check out the links in the description. And as always, make an informed decision for yourself. I hope you found this video helpful. It was a short one and I'm keeping it that way. Let me know in the comments section what you think about polyquats or quats. Are you concerned about them? Do you use a lot of products that contain this ingredient? Let me know. Comment, please. It gets lonely in the comments. I'm going to tell you. Don't be afraid to like. I'm going to be that person. Don't be afraid to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family. Watch all of it, please. Anyway, keep an eye out for more videos I might have on other ingredients and other things. And you can also visit my website and check out more of my stuff. Thank you so much for joining me, and you have a blessed week. Bye.